Hey, hello, good evening. Today is the 3rd of January 2025, Diary of an Artist, vlog number 1. So here it goes. I watched many movies and series in the last 2 weeks before New Year's Eve, like Harry Potter, but also Gremlins Part 2, Men in Black Part 3, John Wick Part 3 and 4. I haven't seen such an action movie in a while. Keanu did his really best. I also watched The Tourist with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie in it. The last movie I watched was 7 Years in Tibet, a movie with Brad Pitt. He was still very young in this movie. Some episodes from the Skeleton Crew as well, and about the ancient apocalypse, the Americas. This series was made by Graham Hancock about the civilizations throughout the Americas. Pretty interesting actually. I also watched his first series a while ago. With New Year's Eve, I stayed home. I had a great meal with my parents, which was really a great one. Some big common soles, which were really tasty. Even some shopping in between. On the 1st of January, I had a Thai menu as well. I cleaned my room big time. I mostly put some artworks of mine in another room. I even changed 2 light bulbs that got stuck. Having a lot of light in my room again, and I think that's really great. I just ordered some white acrylic paint and some brushes, which was €40. I made some new resolutions for myself, going to the gym at least 3 times a week. The same for painting again. I also started to read again in the last 2 days, and I want to make that as a routine. I want to make music as well with Pro Tools, which I got a while back from a friend of mine. I also want to save up money again. Maybe I want to write again as well. A new book. Who knows where it will lead me to? Maybe even fiction. I have to see how that will work out for me. Some thoughts about the mind again. It is strange to think that in the past I was really lost. I still am actually, but it is always getting better in time until I'm in it again. And then I'm not lost as that as I was in the past, but time does heal. I must say that the medicines I'm using were great. I can't live without them actually. Learning about the afterlife of reincarnation helps me as well. There is an ending inside of turmoil. Sometimes there's no way out at all. Just a frame, only this time not lost. That is odd to notice. There are so many gradations inside the mind which we don't understand. You need to see the bigger picture. When getting lost in turmoil, that is really harsh. Smaller gaps within time. Not hallucinating at all, which I normally was doing all the time. It is strange to explain. Not able to live a normal life, lost in all outcomes, between good and bad. Learning to think normal again, inside feelings of humanity, but also inside societies. We are all different and we are all the same. Learning about reincarnation helps you out big time. A truth to learn. There are different outcomes in the mind because of that as well. You can't share everything with other people. A different outcome again. Don't do bad things though. You can imagine things all the time, but when doing bad, it is an outward payment in sadness, doubling itself, but in sadness, tripling itself, again in sadness. Universal energies of love everywhere to be found. Taking a step back, society, nature, male or female, a believer or non-believer, against all odds, mirroring dynasties of the past on all that is and all that matters. What is worthwhile in the end? Feelings? Thoughts? One life or multiple lives? Religion? Philosophy through the ages? Heaven or hell? A good or bad person? What's that like? Changing all the time for the higher good. Don't rape or kill someone. Don't hide in the caves of the past. Universal love is all there is eventually, in the goodness of humankind. Thoughts can be like snowflakes. Doing wrong inside yourself in consideration of the afterlife. Your inner core will go through many invisible past lives from your soul, out in the open, opening itself to the highest goal, or bit, there is. The last step is always universal love. But when getting stuck inside turmoil, you will grieve some more, like the storm on Jupiter, never ending and big. All days of the years are inside of this storm, moving from day to day, mirroring itself into years. Again, what's that storm inside like? What are the phases of that storm in general? A day in a year. Being chronic psychotic is like that storm. I'm getting out of the shore. I'm getting out on the shore again, a new landscape, all that ever was, is all that won't return in lessons of life. Many pieces of the puzzle reuniting the calmness of the soul, inside and outside of your realms. You need to let go. The same trick in another gradation. 1, 2 or 3 steps, letting go and grabbing it again. Alrighty, that was my first vlog from the new year. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I would say until next time. Bye.